Hello, Brad Man here. Going to review Dark Honeymoon. It starts out with this guy heading to a border crossing, and a cop asks him, looking at your trunk. Then he opened up the trunk and said, put your hands up, because they found there was a dead body in there. Then you see him at the police station. The FBI agent comes in and said, the cops said we got their man, because they couldn't believe his story, because he said his wife, who's being played by Linda Booth, supposedly killed all these people, and she got away. So he tells the story about how when they got married, they went to different. To start, after they got married, they both spent one last night alone at their own apartments. So they decided to have honeymoon somewhere else. She gets mad at. Before they get to this stuff for coffee, you meet Eric Roberts' character, who's talking on his cell phone, being obnoxious, and talking about how he hates his soon-to-be ex-wife, who's going to try to take a bunch of his money. So he went to the bathroom. While Eric gets stabbed to death, so he gets killed off first. Then they make it to the hotel, where you meet Roy Scheider's character. He plays the manager of the hotel. So he goes lucky number 9 or whatever their hotel room was. Then they went out and eat. They met this lady's character right here, and another guy who they just he doesn't believe in marriage and stuff, or he's married or something, I don't know. And then they're gonna go somewhere next day to eat, so they drive up there, and their car gets drove off the cliff because apparently someone cut their hydraulic line, and you see the car go flying, and she's looking around and said, "This is a beautiful view." So, and his husband looking at her weird, and before that they had intercourse, and she sit there and there's some blood, and he's freaking out, like, oh. And she said in some cultures they would do that to prove that the woman celebrate the marriage and the honeymoon and stuff. He said, "You're not going to do that." I said, "No, someone might think you get hurt." Then the people get killed, and she talked to said her father is supposed to be like a firefighter and also a minister too. And you see like flashback to like a girl getting in a wedding dress getting beat up by her father. Then another one she says her mom sold her, it was a junkie, she sold her for drugs. Then what happened? So after that, the police officer came to report the accident. He said she was weird. She liked his badge. And he said, "My father had a badge." I thought, and then her husband said, "I thought you said her dad was a fireman." They have badges too, or something like that. Then you meet this lady comes, Tara, I don't know how to say her name, and she showed up, and he's trying to sleep, and you hear moaning in the next room. Then she went to talk to the guy, husband went to talk to Roy Scheider character, and started talking about how he's been married a few times, and now he's just taking care of this hotel and this plant. Then next morning, these two characters went for a walk. They made out, they kissed, and she's trying to take her back to her hotel room, but then she gets knocked from behind. Then she gets tied up and killed. Then you see the cop. Then it's this lady meets these young couple who are trying to have sex. Then she's trying to make the girl, believe in God and not do anything like that. Then the girl said F off, and the man said the same thing. She starts crying and said her husband tried to comfort her, said, "If you ever leave me, I'll kill you." That's what she said, and she started laughing. Then later on that night, the young couple's in the man's in the taking a shower. You see her and then the lady's in the bed in her underwear. Then you see something break in the apartment, killed him. Then there's the boy, the husband went and found this room, and there's a bunch of, like, somebody gets, you see the maid and she gets killed, and there's like the husband found this one room where she put like her wedding dress, a bunch of pictures, the cover on the bed is hanging up, and you have like a compass with MMM, I guess sound for marriage. Then when the cops came, he's trying to make a phone call, so he stabs him with a crowbar, because earlier in the movie he needs to open a window with a crowbar, so he opened up with a crowbar. And you have the husband, Roy Sherritt's character, talking about his wife did that mess in that one room. Then he left, and his wife came in with hand blood. So he said, "Hey, come here, let's wash your hands." And he gets killed. And she's about to drop the pot on his head, but he puts him in the trunk of the car. Then you see him and his wife fighting, and he escapes. And that's when you get the scene where he gets to the thing. And then he's talking to the cop, and I guess he put him in a patrol car, going to take him somewhere. Then the FBI agent wondering where's my pin was. And all of a sudden you see a pin, because they know he's married, and they're trying to find out about his wife and stuff. So they get a picture, and they found this picture of her who gets killed with this other guy who gets his brake line cut off. Then it turns out they found a body, a redhead girl in a wedding dress. So, and you found out that the cop was right all along. It was the husband who killed all these people. I don't know. It was a good plot, but that's just the way the flashbacks they had in the movie with the woman didn't make no sense. So then you see the guy pull out the pen, stab the cop in the neck or something with the pen, get the keys, unlock his cuffs, grab the hat and the jacket of the police officer, and left the scene. And that's the end of the movie. It's an alright movie, but it would be better if the plot was a little bit better than it was. So thank you all for watching. See you on the next review. Bye.